As part of activities to mark the 2023 World Environment Day celebration, Caritas Nigeria has organized a one-day seminar to draw the attention of stakeholders to the dangers of plastic waste to the environment. The World Environment Day provides a platform for global actors to raise awareness and to stimulate actions for the protection of our environment. The theme of the seminar for this year is Solution to Plastic Pollution. Participants were drawn from relevant sectors in the country. CTV's Tony Abba completes the report.
In 2015, the Holy Father Pope Francis issued an encyclical Laudato Si to draw the attention of the global community on issues plaguing our environment and how to provide solutions to various environmental challenges across the world. It is in light of this that Caritas Nigeria has organized this one-day seminar to draw the attention of stakeholders to the dangers of plastic waste in our environment as part of the 2023 World Environment Day. The seminar have the objective of addressing one of the most pressing environmental challenges of our time, which is widespread plastic waste. The Executive Secretary of Caritas Nigeria, Reverend Father Uche Obodechina, stated that the seminar is in line with Pope Francis' encyclical Laudato Si.
We are responding to the call of the Holy Father, Pope Francis in 2015, who gave us a Laudato Si document that specify the responsibilities of each individual persons and communities and governments to see that the environment becomes a habitable home. Our experience here tells us that we are always and everywhere in this country using plastics, pure water, bottled water, all that. And these are also dangerous for the environment. And that is why we are thinking today of the need how we come together to brainstorm among one another to see how we'll be able to live with the plastics. Because it's not going to be easy to say we're not going to use plastic at all. But if we use them, how do we use them? How would we use them? How do we also then begin to see how we could make our life better without it or without much of it and save the hazard, the environment from such hazards?
The National President of Catholic Lawyers Association of Nigeria, Barrister Edward Oga, blamed environmental problems on attitudes of citizens.
Environmental degradation has become a menace to our society, occasioned principally by the attitudes of our people. And I think there should be a concerted effort at reorienting our people, giving them the orientation of behavior, attitudes, and how to put up with some of these plastics and wastes that they don't know how to manage. The National Orientation Agency should live up to its biddings, going around to the communities and telling the people what to do about wastes and how to gather them. And they should also not just stop there, they should go to the government agencies responsible for collecting this waste and take them from wherever they are being deposited to appropriate places of recycling or whatever government wants to do with it. Otherwise, we'll continue to have this kind of problem year in, year out. And I think also that the idea of having this kind of program is a very good one. But there should be a concerted effort at localizing the message. Because when you have the program here and it's not distilled down to the grassroots, the people who are actually perpetuating these things are from the grassroots. And if we heal only the head, the legs are still rotten. We should start from the grassroots and heal from there. And then that new orientation will metamorphose to a national and global kind of way of living and way of thinking.
Dr. Emmanuel Okechukwu, the head of Environment Unit of Caritas Nigeria, stated that the Environment Unit of Caritas was created in response to the Holy Father's encyclical.
2015, the Holy Father Pope Francis, the head of the Catholic Church worldwide, produced a document that talks about caring for the earth, our common home. And the Catholic Bishops Conference in Nigeria, in investigating that document, mandated Caritas Nigeria to be the anchor head of that for the church, the Catholic Church in Nigeria. And so the management of Caritas instituted the Environment Unit to drive this mission for the organization and for the church. The Environment Unit is, has a number of thematic foci. One of them include waste management, tree planting. In fact, the Catholic Bishops Conference of Nigeria has flagged off a national tree planting campaign. Each diocese, we have 58 dioceses in Nigeria, and they have decided to plant 20,000 trees per year per diocese for the next 5 years. That's a massive project. So this environment unit is going to spearhead technical support and helping the diocese to actualize those targets that the bishops have taken. We're interested in waste management, including the issue of plastics, which is the theme of this year's World Environment Day. How can we help support our citizens to realize the menace of poor management of waste, especially plastic waste that is choking everyone, every city, everywhere in Nigeria. Number 3, we'll be interested in supporting flood control, erosion management. Again, the tree planting is part of that strategy. Our 4th mandate will be gender in environmental activism. How does environmental climate change affect women and children and girls? That's what our work on. The 4th overarching thing we want to do is research. We started this program today with a community a report, a presentation of the summary of a report we conducted on the community attitude and practice and knowledge around plastic waste management into where we are located.
On the awareness by citizens on the dangers of plastic waste, Dr. Pascal Ono explained the research carried out by Caritas in Jurumi 1 community on plastic pollution.
Knowledge of people about plastics. We decided here at Caritas Nigeria, the environment unit, to conduct a survey just around our constituency here in Jurumi to understand their knowledge, the perception about plastic waste. And so we found out a few things. One of which is most important for me is that they even though they are aware, they have reasonable knowledge about plastic, but the efforts are not very much in trying to cut it, trying to reduce it. So that's why we're trying to also make this awareness, create the awareness, and so that people will know and make it a point of duty to be able to segregate their waste right from their homes, because that's one of the recommendations we intend to provide. This is what we found out, that people are willing to make changes. They're willing to make changes. However, they also need a bit of push. And we discovered also from our survey that, the disposal methods, they dispose at the nearby bins around them. But you should also notice around them that there are no strategic positions. You will not find this kind of receptacles around. So this is one of the recommendations we intend to make to government, so that there will be waste bins, color-coded bins around us at marketplaces, schools, or what have you, to enable these things, plastic especially, to be easily segregated, so that when the recycling is done, it becomes a lot easier for everybody. So yeah, that is what we did and what we've done so far on this day, this World Environment Day.
The World Environment Day is a day set aside to raise awareness and stimulate action for the protection of our environment. The theme for this year's World Environment Day is Solution to Plastic Pollution. In Abuja, Tony Abba, CTV News.